Schumer has a new movie out called I Feel Pretty about a girl who is not morbidly obese, but fairly attractive, like a 6, and hits her head so hard. Well, I'm ruining it. Let's watch some of the trailer.
Wondered what it's like to be undeniably pretty.
Wait, that's me.
Yes.
I'm beautiful!
Are you shopping for a gift?
Kind of browsing for me.
So sizing is a little limited here in the store, but you could probably find your size online.
Okay, stop. And when I say stop, I just mean pause. So that happens. I don't know, maybe sorry, I'm jumping ahead here. There's a lot of backlash against this trailer where these unbelievably obese women are saying, what? Amy Schumer is pretty. She's just like not a super Hollywood movie star, but she's very pretty. Yeah, that's why I said 6. And then you have these women that are like this going, why can't the movie be about someone like me feeling pretty? Because you're not even close to pretty. And if we made you this girl who hits her head and thinks she's pretty and all of a sudden is confident, we would be condoning morbid obesity. We would be encouraging women to get really, really fat, like gross fat, like you're dying fat. In other words, we would be killing women, which I think is kind of sexist. So the reason they don't have a giant fat pig feeling like she's beautiful is because they would be justifying the obesity epidemic that kills 500,000 people a year. Well, okay, couldn't she just be physically, facially ugly? Well, I mean, that's not the point. The point is 6s. You can feel good about yourself. I remember seeing this show about these midgets, and one of the midgets said she wanted to be the next Britney Spears. And you're watching it going, yeah, no. You're not going to be one of the sexiest and most popular pop stars in the history of the world. You can be pretty much almost anything you want, but there are limits, little people. You're not going to be the next hottest pop star. And as far as like 3s, confidence isn't going to really make you. However, 6s, there's a message here. And when it comes to obesity, that's a great message. I've been screaming this for years. Girls don't like it when they get a bit plump because they don't feel confident about themselves. That's why sex with them is so terrible. Because they're all like, no, don't look. And they want to push their shirt down. If they were like, what do you think? I got a 3rd tit, boys. You'd go, yeah, bring it on. Not if someone had like this, but if they have this, you go, yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying here? What Amy Schumer's point is, and I've had beef with her in the past for stealing jokes, but I think this is a great point. If you're within a reasonable level, then just be proud of yourself and you can bump yourself up a notch. The backlash is from all the people down here saying, I can bump myself up a notch. Sorry, that's not true. And there has to be at least some truth in comedy. All right, go ahead.
I have a crazy idea. Let's be honest for a minute. No matter how many times we hear, it's what's on the inside that matters. Women know deep down, it's what's on the outside that the whole world judges.
You okay? I'm just like dealing with low self-esteem and like...
I want to punch you right in your dumb face right now. Do you have every rib that I have? I've been on all of these sites. No one even looks at the profile. They only care about the picture. And I'm sick of it. I've always wondered what it feels like to be just undeniably pretty. Are you okay?
You hit your head pretty hard. Wait, that's me.
Wait, they repeated part of the trailer in the trailer.
Did you see this?
Yes?
I'm beautiful!
Now, can you just pause it again? I think the women of the world should know that we go for 7s as 6s, but 6s are our bread and butter. And if a 6 was super fun and really confident and couldn't believe how hot she would be a lot more fun than an insecure 7 or an 8. And if you saw how your buddies judge you when you're with a girl, that's relevant. But if your buddies saw you with a super fun girl and you guys were always partying and you just came back from Disneyland and you're still wearing the ears on your baseball hat, they'd go, they're having fun. In a way, I'm jealous of him. So this movie's point is a great point. Keep going.
Thing I see over there.
I know you don't recognize me. You guys, it's me. Renee. What's happening?
Oh, full spin.
What can I get you?
Yeah, to you.
That's gold.
Number 118.
What's your number?
That's really clever.
That's clever.
What's your number? Give me your phone. I'm gonna give you my number.
Are you still talking to
Don't
me?
chicken out now, son.
If I was you,
This would be quite a large promotion for you. What are your goals exactly?
I get it. And yes, modeling is an option for me. It's not who I am.
wow.
Things have really
funny.
changed for me.
You just have all the confidence in the world. I think a lot of people completely miss the thing that really makes them awesome. And you're not like that.
Oh, a bikini contest. DJ, hit it.
So, that's awesome. Is that it? These trailers are long. I feel like we're watching the movie.
Yeah.
Haven't we just seen the movie now?
Yeah, I was gonna say it gives away the movie, doesn't it?
I've seen the whole movie. That was a good movie. I'm just going to start reviewing trailers from now on because you've seen the entire film. Let's just watch the end, see if there's more. Who would you rather have sex with in that crowd of women
I thought you might
than the
want
one laughing her
a
head
sneak
off,
peek
pouring
of
water on
what's
herself?
to come.
I don't know if you know what sneak peek means. You're completely naked.
Yes, please. So let's just dive into the backlash for a second here, because it makes me think that even when feminists get offered a good point, they can't take it because women are stupid, basically. Parker Elizabeth is a remarkably obese, sad young girl that I'm about to make fun of, which is horrible. But sorry, you drew first blood by getting out there. And she goes, is this movie really just making jokes about a fatter woman actually loving herself? Like that's the funniest concept in the world? Yikes. Yes, it is. Now, have a look at Parker Elizabeth. She's thinking she should be in it. Why don't you do a movie about me enjoying myself? Because you're dying. You know, we're fathers. We don't like, there's another picture of her on her feet if you can find one. We don't like the idea of our daughters feeling okay with being morbidly obese. That's not good for your health. We're at a stage now in society where doctors are accused of sexism when they tell you math. Ladies, doctors can't be sexist. They're autistic. They have no emotions. They slice people open and they don't dry heave. They are robots. They're on the spectrum. They're not there to go, hey, you know what? You are so fat. They're like the opposite of fags. They don't gossip and giggle. You ever try to riff with a doctor? They just go, I do not understand why you are doing humor at this time, sir. And you go, forget it. That guy doesn't sit there and crap on fat girls because they're not hot. There's this another woman, Sophie Hagen. She's from Denmark, and she does the comedy about how she's a fat pig. Let's hear her talk.
Was that one of your people, a British man, he flirted with me. Thank you, thank you. And in the process of him flirting with me, I learned a whole new word, because he came up to me and said, hello, I am a bit of a chubby chaser. That's a word.
Look how, okay, that's enough.
You guys have
Look how hard it is to go to comedy clubs these days. Like, these people can't laugh. A fat person is making a chubby chaser joke, and they all go, oh, that's terrible. Comedy is no time for sympathy. Anyway, she is a well-trained Westerner and knows all the vernacular, even though English is not her mother tongue. But she had a whole series of tweets about this movie, and she goes, I'm done. I'm out. Come back to me when you're ready to fight against the oppression of women instead of contributing to it. Do you know what that means? That means that this movie contributes to the oppression of women because she's not fat enough. No, I'm not exaggerating. This woman that you just saw, Chubby Chaser, is mad that this woman was made to feel pretty. She should have been way fatter. She should have been this fat. We can't make her that fat. It's not funny anymore. It's sad. I do not want to live in a world where Amy Schumer is considered ugly. Go F yourself, Hollywood. The movie's trying to say the opposite of that. Come on, work with me here, gigantic feminist. Please try to, I know you have nothing but estrogen and fried chicken in your blood, but could you try to have a semblance of logic, please? Amy Schumer has taken women who are not dying, not dangerously obese, and said, hey, lighten up a little bit. And you, dying woman, are saying, F her. She's a
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.